This conference will now
about
be recorded.
comments we have seen components, and we have also seen the statements. We also have seen the statements. So today, as I told you, we will be talking about the variables. Okay, so variables and data types. So basically, see, already we have used variables. We have used variables in Java. We have used variables in Python. So generally, there in Python, you directly write something like this: a is equal to 5, a is equal to 7. Okay, so in Java, you use int a is equal to 5, int b is equal to 3. But in JavaScript, what happens is we can use simply a also, you can use var also, and you can use let also. You can use what? Let also. Okay, so you can use, let me open the Visual Studio. uh, so what we can write here, so let me, this is React project. Okay, where we have done yesterday. Open folder where our file was, UI 12 p.m. JavaScript codes, right? This was the thing, right? So under JS we use script, right? So JS script. So we were doing this, isn't it? Okay. Now what I'll do here is I will go for uh, I'll not put the link. I'll directly write here for our understanding. Anyhow, you can write it in script.js also, no problem. Okay. But I want to put everything at one place. That's what the point is. Now I will say something like a is equal to 5. What is this? This is a variable. That is also a statement. That is also a statement. Variable declaration is also a statement. Okay. Now I can say var is equal to 8. So like this also. Okay. var b is equal to 8. Like this also I can say. And I can also use let k is equal to 9. So like this also I can write. Am I clear? Yes or no? So what I'm doing here, I am writing variables. What I'm using here, I'm using or I'm creating variables. So what are these variables? Variables are nothing but the memory locations. What are variables? Memory location. Now, for example, if I want to say a plus b minus k, okay, a plus b minus k. So what is this alert? Alert is nothing but which will give you a pop-up window, which will give you a pop-up window, right? So let me save this and run it. Now when you load it, what is happening? This directly alert box is coming. Why I'm getting 4? 5 plus 8 minus 9. So 5 plus 8, 13, 13 minus 9, you are getting 4. So means our main point of uh, importance is how we can declare the variable. How we can declare the variable, sir? We can declare the variable in Python style. So what is Python style, sir? Here, Python style is this. What is the Python style? Python style is simple a is equal to 5. So JavaScript, in JavaScript we can create var. var stands for variable. No need to give the data types here. No need to give the data types. We will get the data types implicitly. Okay, automatically we will get the data type, so you don't have to worry about giving it. Okay, so where b is equal to 8, let k is equal to 9, alert a plus b minus k. So what we are talking about here, we are talking about giving the variables. We are talking about giving the variables. A is equal to 5, b is equal to 8, let k is equal to 9. So we are giving the variables like this. Clear? Understood? So if you want to give the variables, you can give in this particular way. Okay, so in this particular way you can give the variable. Sir, do I need to use let only? Do I need to use where only? Don't I used to? I mean, don't I need to have a thing that's up to you? Use చెయ్యాలా చెయ్యొద్దా anything it's up to you. So but latest గా let అనేది యూస్ చేస్తున్నారు. So let అనేది they are using, but it is not mandatory to use let or where, or if you don't want to use anything you can use it like the first line also. Fifth line అయినా follow అవ్వచ్చు, sixth line అయినా follow అవ్వచ్చు, or you can follow the seventh line. It's up to you. Am I clear with my points? So now what is the variable you understood? The terminology is the same. What is the variable in Java? It is also in JavaScript. What is the variable in Python? It is also the same. Then rules, regulation, properties are the same. Like properties and A is equal to 5 ఇచ్చాను. So A will get a value of 5. Now for example, I want to change the value of A. So what I can say, A is equal to, okay, otherwise we will change the value of B. ఓకే ప్రతిసారి బి వేర్ వాడాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. ఒకసారి ఇచ్చేసామంటే డిక్లేర్ చేసాం, ఇనిషియలైజ్ చేసామంటే అయిపోయింది. సో నౌ బి ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు, ఓకే, సో బి ప్లస్ ఏ. B is equal to b plus a. So what will happen with b now? B will become B will become 5 plus 8 means B will become 13. B will become 13. So now if you refresh it now, what is the answer? 9. Why you are getting 9? Because A is 5, B is 8, A is 9. What we said? B is equal to B plus A. What is B value? B value is 8. 8 plus 5. 8 plus 5 is how much? 13. 8 plus 5 is how much? 13. So A is 5. 5 plus 13 how much? 18. 18 minus 9 how much? Means a variable can change. What I'm trying to do here is a variable can get updated. A variable can get updated. So we are updating the variable basically. We are updating the variable. So never ever say that 5 will be updated. 5 is not updated. 5, where is 5 stored? 5 is stored in A. A might get updated. 5 value is 5 only. After 10 years also 5 value is 5 only. Before 10 years also 5 value was 5 only. So don't think that they will get updated. So what is getting updated? A is getting updated, B is getting updated, K is getting updated. Of course it depends on our individual perspective. Okay, so if you want to change you can change, if you don't want to change use that. So what is the main advantage of a variable? We can reuse in our program. So whenever we want, we can use it or we can reuse it. So that is the main agenda of the variable. Not only in JavaScript, it is available for the Java also, it is available for Python also. Am I clear? Yes? Okay. Now here also you have the same naming rules as we have for the others. Okay, so suppose for example, a variable name can never start with a digit. Okay, variable name cannot have the spaces. Cannot have the spaces. Now you see shop space price. Shop space price. So space should not be there. So you should not have any space. So shop space price is not allowed. Shop underscore price. Shop underscore price is allowed. Shop underscore price is allowed. So odd dollar even also allowed. But what is not allowed? Any other symbol other than dollar and underscore are not allowed. Am I clear? So variables declare చేసేటప్పుడు you have to take care of these things. Okay, and no, never try to use something like where let is equal to 56 because let is already a reserved word. Let is already a reserved word, so don't use it again. So that's what the simple point that I wanted to tell you. Okay, so already అవి యూజ్ అవుతున్నాయి. దేనికి యూజ్ అవుతున్నాయి? They are getting used for that let and where are getting used for some resources. There are already some resources. Why you are using them right here? No need, no. So atla we cannot use the already reserved words for some purpose. Am I clear? Yes. So we cannot use the reserved words for the purpose of the variables. Let ani, where ani. Okay, already ఉన్నవి స్క్రిప్ట్ ఉంది, స్క్రిప్ట్ అని అవి యూజ్ చేయకపోతే మంచిది. Am I clear? Not only this, in any programming language, not to use them, right? So now you have a clear idea on variables. Variables are nothing but memory locations which are used for storing the data, so if you want to store the data, so you need variables. Yes or no? Okay, so here you have something called as constants also. Variables change అవుతాయి అన్నాం. Constants అనేవి they also store the data, but they won't get changed. Now for example, I am saying, okay, so these examples you can take up. I'll give it to you. Suppose if I am saying, okay, no need- don't use b word here, so you can simply use constant b is equal to 8. Now let me run the same code again. Okay, so let me run the same code again. So okay, now tell me what is happening. It is giving you a message saying assignment to a, so what it is saying, uncaught error. What is that uncaught error? It is giving? It is saying you are assigning a constant variable. Variable is the one which will hold the data and it can change. We said that. But when you are keeping const here, what it becomes? It becomes a fixed variable. What is the meaning of a fixed variable? Which cannot be changed. Previously, we did not give const. Yes, we did not give const. So we did not give const means what did not change? I mean, what was changed? B was changed. B was changed. Why B was changed? B was changed because we just said VAR. We just said VAR. So it was changed. Now we are saying const. We are saying what? Const. Const means what? It's a constant. When it is a constant, so it cannot be updated. It cannot be changed. So b is equal to b plus a means what you are trying to do here. You are trying to keep a b plus a value into b. B plus a value into b. Will that happen? That won't happen. Why? Because b is a constant variable. B is a which variable? Constant variable. Am I clear? Am I clear or not? So what is b here? B is a constant variable. So how can you make a variable as constant? How can you make a variable as constant? You can say const. That's it. Before variable name, you can say const. Very, very important. Const. Okay. So why I'm saying very, very important, because so this is a React project. This is which project? A React project. So React project, what you can see here? This is a React project. What you can see here? const. What is const? I told you just now. Constant. So it is a React project. It is being used here or not? Yes or no? So very, very important thing. So constant variable can do lot more things. We will understand them. Right? Now what we have give here? Tell me what are the variables that you have here? No, no. What is the first variable? Constant pin code. GNR something. Pin code. Okay. GNR pin code 511204. Is it possible? Can you change the pin code? Why you cannot change the pin code? Because it is constant. Yes. Am I clear? Okay. Let is a normal variable. When you use constant, const యూస్ చేసినప్పుడు మాత్రమే చేంజెస్ జరగవు. When- it's a variable. And for example, these three screens are there. I open a page in this also, I open a page in this also, I open a page in this also. This is 90 stuff. This is అంటే just example చెప్తాను. This is old. దీని తర్వాత వచ్చిన ఇన్వెన్షన్ ఇది. దీని తర్వాత వచ్చిన ఇన్వెన్షన్ ఇది. ఇది కూడా అంతే. ఫస్ట్ విఏఆర్, తర్వాత విఏఆర్ లేకుండా కూడా చేశారు, తర్వాత లెట్. ఇన్వెన్షన్స్ అంతే, అప్డేషన్స్. సో లెట్ అనేది లేటెస్ట్ అప్డేషన్ అన్నమాట. లేటెస్ట్ మీన్స్ ఒక త్రీ త్రీ వర్షన్స్ బ్యాక్ అప్డేషన్. ఫస్ట్లో వేర్ అంటేనే వేరియబుల్, తర్వాత కొన్ని రోజుల తర్వాత వేర్ లేకుండా కూడా వేరియబుల్ చేయొచ్చు. చెప్పాను కదా, ఇది ఇది లైక్ లెట్స్ సే దిస్ ఇస్ 2000s ఇన్వెన్షన్, దిస్ ఇస్ 2010 ఇన్వెన్షన్, అండ్ దిస్ ఇస్ 2020 ఇన్వెన్షన్. అంతే, వర్షన్ డిఫరెన్సెస్ అంతే, no difference at all. Okay, but when you want to create a constant variable, what you can say, const. Okay,
So
right.
Java use చేసిన data types use
జావాలో ఫైనల్ యూస్ చేస్తాం.
like ఆ data types ఇక్కడ
Yeah, I'll come back. We did not come to data types yet. Data types వచ్చినప్పుడు మీకు అర్థమవుతుంది ఎట్లా ఏంటి అని అర్థం. డైరెక్ట్ అక్కడ పెట్టడానికి రాదు. ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, సో ఇన్ జావా we generally put int, no, int a అని పెడతాం. int a అని పెడితే what it is saying, unexpected keyword or identifier means you cannot have int. డేటా టైప్స్ అనేది ఇంప్లిసిట్గా వస్తాయి అన్నమాట. డేటా టైప్స్ అనేది ఎలా వస్తాయి, ఇంప్లిసిట్గా వస్తాయి. ఎట్లా వస్తాయి, ఏమేమి డేటా టైప్స్ ఉన్నాయి మనం తెలుసుకో. బట్ ఇట్, సో యూ కెనాట్ యూజ్ లైక్ జావా. ఓకే, సో జనరల్గా కాన్స్టెంట్స్ పెట్టాలి అంటే ఇట్లా క్యాపిటల్ లెటర్ పెట్టి కూడా పెట్టేస్తారు. ఓకే, సపోజ్ యువర్ ఆధార్ నంబర్, సో యువర్ అకౌంట్ నంబర్, దే ఆర్ కాన్స్టెంట్స్. ఒక ప్రాజెక్ట్లో ఆధార్ నంబర్, అకౌంట్ నంబర్ పెట్టాలి అనుకుంటే దే యూజ్ సమ్ క్యాపిటల్ లెటర్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ థింగ్. ఓకే, రైట్. సో నౌ వీ విల్ టాక్ అబౌట్ ఆల్ దీస్ డేటా టైప్స్. ఏమున్నాయి చూడండి, నంబర్ డేటా టైప్, string data type, big int. Big int అంటే ఏంటి సార్, ఇట్ ఈస్ లైక్ బిగ్గర్ ఇంటీజర్ వాల్యూ. బిగ్గర్ ఇంటీజర్ వాల్యూ అంటే నార్మల్ రేంజ్ కన్నా ఎక్కువ,
like long
లాంగ్ టైప్. యా, సో బూలియన్. ఓకే, యూ హ్యావ్ అన్డిఫైన్డ్, యూ హ్యావ్ నల్, యూ హ్యావ్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్. ఓకే, యూ హ్యావ్ సింబల్. Okay, you have array. So date is like, it is not more of a data type, it is more of a object అన్నమాట. It is more of a object. So ఇక్కడ date, array, object ఇవి ఆల్మోస్ట్ సేమ్ అన్నమాట. సో ఇనిషియల్గా ఏంటి మనకి, నంబర్ డేటా టైప్. వాట్ ఈస్ దట్, నంబర్ డేటా టైప్. తర్వాత స్ట్రింగ్ డేటా టైప్, తర్వాత బిగ్ ఇంట్, తర్వాత బూలియన్, తర్వాత అన్డిఫైన్డ్, నల్, ఆల్ దిస్. సో ఫస్ట్ విల్ టాక్ అబౌట్ నంబర్. సో నంబర్ డేటా టైప్లో మనకు ఆల్రెడీ పైథాన్లో తెలిసినవి ఏంటి, ఇంటీజరు, ఫ్లోట్ పాయింట్ వాల్యూస్. మనకి ఇంటీజర్ తెలుసు అండ్ ఫ్లోట్ పాయింట్ వాల్యూస్ తెలుసు. బట్ వాట్ వీఆర్ లుకింగ్ ఎట్ హియర్, minus infinity also and plus infinity also. Minus infinity also, plus infinity also. Now what do you observe here, a is equal to 5.6, b is equal to 3, c is equal to a by 0. What is a by 0? General mathematics, general Java, Python, it is undefined, we say generally, right? But according to mathematics it is infinity. According to mathematics it is what, infinity. Yes or no? Now for example, this is like say Python. Okay, now this is Python. I will say 10 by 0. What is this, 10 by 0? Let me run in Python. So what it is saying, it is giving me, hey boss, you cannot divide a number by 0. You cannot divide a number by 0. It will give you an exception. It will give you an exception. So suppose if I'm doing it in Java. Okay, so okay, I don't have Java open somewhere. So it will give you again an exception. Java also will give you what, it will give you an exception. Java will give you what, exception, right? So exception, divide by 0 exception, something you'll get, arithmetic exception we call it. Okay, we get exception in Java, we got exception in Python. But in JavaScript what happens, if you observe here, I will say a is equal to 5 and b is equal to 3, and I will say console.log means you know it, right? What is console.log? Console.log will not give you any answer on the browser, but where it will give you answer?
Console.
It will give you answer on the console here. Okay, so save it. So now what you got? 1.66 something you got. With what? 5 by 3. Okay, suddenly I say 0. Suddenly I said what? 0. Now tell me what you got. You did not get any runtime error. You did not get any exception. What you got? You got infinity. You got infinity. So infinity is also under the data type section along with integer. What is 5? 5 is an integer. So now if you are saying 5.5, it is a float point number. These two things you already know. Yes or no? So those two things already we know. But when I am saying minus 5, what is minus 5? Minus 5 by 0. What you are getting? Minus infinity. What you are getting here? Minus infinity. Yes or no? What you are getting? Minus infinity. Okay. Now for example, I have something like c is equal to uh, something like c is equal to something like character, let's say. Okay, so let's say O. So here I'm thinking that this is something like 0 and I'm trying to do that. So what you are getting? NaN. NaN means not a number. NaN means what? Not a number. So I am getting a result which cannot be a number. Which cannot be a number. NaN. Not null, not none. It is NaN. NaN stands for not a number. So what are the new things that you saw here? You saw integer, old thing only, float point, old thing only, positive infinity and negative infinity. When you'll get positive infinity or negative infinity? When you are something like dividing a number by 0, or you are going for any thing which is beyond our range, you will get the infinity. Number line, you know, no? What is number line? 0, 1, 2, 3 up to plus infinity, 0, minus 1, minus 2 up to negative infinity. So it is same as that. How many data types in number? Integer data type, float point data type, minus infinity, plus infinity, and next coming to the string. Already we know single quotes, double quotes. Single quotes means you can write in single line. You can write in single line. Double quotes means you can write in single line, but you can put double quotes. You can put what? Double quotes. Okay, so what I wrote here, hello boss wife. So what I'm writing here, I'm writing double quoted strings and I'm writing single quoted string. Now I'm also using backticks. What I'm using here? Backticks. I'll tell you what is the advantage of the backticks here. Okay, first of all, let us design them. So now I want to have three strings here. Let's say string one. String one I will say Java. String one I will say Java. Okay. So string one, what I will say? String one I will say Java. String two I will say Python. String 3. Okay, so I'll let me put it something like this. S. Okay. So S2 and here let's say S3. I will use backticks. So where are backticks at? So if you see in your keyboard, it is like above the tab. Hmm? Below the escape, yes. So if I can show you on on-screen keyboard, so we generally don't use it actually. So this one. So above the tab, actually in our keyboard, physical keyboard, escape will be a little bit up. So this is the key. Okay, so this is the backtick. This is what backtick. So now here I will say you are experts in. Okay, so this is single quote. This is what double quote, and this is backtick. Got it? Yes or no? Understood what is backtick? So this you are finding somewhere here. This you are finding somewhere here, right? Okay. And where is backtick? Backtick is here. Very, very important backticks are. Okay. Right. Now let me close this. And what is the advantage of backtick? I'll tell you. So the advantage of backtick is you can have the expressions in that. You can have the expressions in that backtick. How, sir? You use a dollar symbol. You use which symbol? The dollar symbol. Okay, I have to search for the dollar. Right? Dollar symbol, and you can keep S1 and S2. Okay. So now I will say alert. I'm using alert for our display purpose. So console.log means it is not very impressive. So I will save this. Now what I got there? Answer. You are experts in Java or Python. Did I type Java or Python? Did I type Java or Python? What I said? I said dollar $S1. So it will get the expression. It will get the expression. What expression? That S1, that S2. You have to use the dollar symbol. You have to use that dollar symbol. But if you are trying to use it somewhere here, Java is not. Okay, suppose if you are using dollar symbol and your colors only will tell you S2, and Python is not Java. Okay, so I want to do that. Is it possible here? Okay, let me make the alert. So three alerts I want to make. So first alert is S1 alert. Second one is S2 alert, and the third one is going to be okay. So first one, what it is saying? What is giving? It is giving the dollar $S2 directly. Means is it printing that expression?
No.
No. Okay. Next. Now is that printing that expression? No. Means single quote and double quote cannot do that job for me. Who can do that job for me? The backtick can do that job. Backtick can do that job. So what is that backtick doing? You are experts in Java or Python. Okay, S2 we change it, no? Okay. You are expert in. Okay, let me say uh, S4 is equal to, yeah, because the dollars will come here because we are saying here, no? Okay, Java, and I will say S5 as Python. Okay, so here also I'll change. I'll make it S4 and I'll make it S5. Got it? Say okay. So Java is not S2. Why? Why you are getting dollar $S2? Because S1 cannot act, I mean, single quotes cannot accept the expressions. The same thing happens with double quotes also. Python cannot accept the expression. But who will accept the expression? The backticks can accept the expressions. What expressions it is accepting? Dollar $S4 and dollar $S5. Dollar $S4 and dollar $S5. So dollar $S4 gives you $S4 gives you Java. $S5 gives you Python. Am I crystal clear? Yes or no? So you have single quotes double quotes, and backticks. What is the advantage of backticks? You can give the expression, but how you can give the expression? By using dollar symbol, dollar followed by the flower brackets, dollar followed by the flower brackets. If you are not giving the dollar, it won't accept, it won't accept. Understanding my point? Very important backticks, you are going to use it throughout your UI. Clear I am? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Now, so these are the three kinds of things. So you have the examples, you can look at it later. Okay, right. Next, begint. So what is begint, sir? Begint allows the number within the range of 2 to the minus 253 minus 2 to the power of 53 to minus 1 and 2 2 to the power of 53 minus 1. See the range becomes big. That's it, that's the only advantage. Okay, so if at all you have to signify that it is a n, like long, what you said. So long, what we say in Java, we say L, no? L. So float, what we say, we say F. In Python, we don't do that because Python will allow, Python don't have any range. Java has a range, but Python does not have a range. In Python, we don't do that. But in Java, we will do this. F, N. So what we are doing here, we are saying N. What is N means? N means it is a, N means it is what? N means it is a big int value. It is a big int value. Clear? Number types, you are ready? What are the number types that you have? Integer, float, float point, minus infinity, plus infinity, and NaN. And what about big int? You have, it is also integer only, I'm not saying no. But this will have a range of minus 2 to the power of 53 minus 1 to 253 minus 1. Negative and positive side. Negative side and positive side. But it is not leading to infinity. Infinity means it is not infinity, it is some bigger number, but it is still not infinity. Yes. Okay, now we'll talk about boolean. What is boolean? Either true or false, either true or false. So true or false. Now for example, is JSMB is equal to true, are you hungry is equal to false. So you are giving some truth or false value. Is it a prime number? So is it a holiday? Is it a working day? So these are like question based variables. So question based variables, question based functions. So all these things you will be having under the Boolean type. So Boolean means either true or false. So you have only two values. What are they? Either true or false. If it is true, if it is true, it is like something which is given as a boolean true, given as a yes, boolean yes, we can say boolean yes, boolean no. Okay, so at the end of the day they will convert into 0 and 1, that is different case. False will be always 0 and true will be anything other than 0. Am I clear? So what kind of data can be using this? The type of data that can be using this is like to say yes or no kind of things, right? So true or false. Next, coming to undefined. Undefined means now, for example, B, A is equal to X you have given, but did you give any value to B? Did you give any value to B? So it is undefined. It is what? Undefined. Undefined is also a type only. Undefined is also a type only. Am I clear? Okay. And then null. Null means what? Null means generally nothing. Null means generally nothing. You are not assigning a value into B. You are assigning null. Means you are assigning nothing. You are assigning nothing. Later on you can update it. Later on you can update it if you want. Yes, that is what is null. Undefined? No, no, that also you can update. So B, so now B is not used, no. So what we do, we can put B value. Only constant we cannot update. Anything other than that you can. Now let B, you cannot leave it empty. Means you have to define something. You have to define some. An undefined variable cannot be used. In simple words, if I say. Undefined variable cannot be used. Now for example, okay, so for your clarity, now for example, I'll say S2. Okay, S2, I am leaving it. Now save this. Now what it is saying? S2 is not defined. What is it saying here down? S2 is not defined. You did not define S2. How can I put it on alert? It is saying. Yes. So if this error I will get, what I will do? I will say something. Null also. You can say anything you can say. So suppose if I'm saying null. Null means nothing, no? So let me run this. What do you got? Null. So you got null. Means what I alerted? I alerted S2. What is S2? S2 is null. Null means nothing is there. Yes. Am I crystal clear with my points? Okay. Then we will talk about, okay, these are over. Yeah. We'll talk about the object. So generally object. So object means you will have a key value pair. Python people will directly connect to this because they have a dictionary. They have a dictionary, but Java people, it might be a new one. So what you have here, you have a product variable. What the product variable is for me? It is a object. It is a object. So how that object data will be stored? It is stored in a key value combination. It is stored in what? Key value combination. So what do I mean by key value combination? Product ID is the key, 45789 is its value, product name is the key, and laptop is the value, product price is the key, and 63548.23 is its value. Am I clear? Now for example, if I am asking you to create an employee object, what you will do? Employee ID, employee name, employee salary, student ID, student name. Now bank ID, bank name, bank balance, customer ID, customer name, customer details, and all this. Yes. Am I clear what is object now? Yes. Okay. Now I want to access the object value. What I can say? If I say product, I will get all these values. If I say product, I will get all these values. Now if I'm saying product of pro ID, product of pro ID, product pro ID, in the sense what I will get? I will get this number. Okay, let me run this. Now let me create a object. Which object? I will create an object. Can I use this? I cannot use this. We can use it. What happens when I use it? You can't change it. You can't change it. Okay. Now let me create student. So student ID is 1. Okay. So and name is Harish. Next, 2 colon. Next. Right. So now what is created? What is created? Like product, student details are created. Student details are having what? Roll number, name. Roll number, name. Roll number, name. Okay. Now if I want to access this, if I want to access this, what I will say? Okay. So I'll just say console.log. Okay, console.log. Now I'll say student. What I said now? Semicolon is not required. Automatically, will anything come in the browser? Why? Will anything come in the browser? No. Why? Because we did not write any code to print in the browser. We did not even put alert there. So console.log, where I got in the console. Okay. So 1 Harish, 2 Vinish, 3 Kiran. I got the information of the student or not. Now I want individual details. So if I want the individual details, what I can say? I can say okay, or else I can use alert also. So alerts. So how can I access, sir? I can access by using what? Product ID, product name, product price. Okay, I'll put it in the alerts. So I want to have all the line. Okay, so I want to use which ticks? I want to use backticks. I want to use which ticks? Backticks. What is the advantage of backticks? Student, yes. Details are student details are dollar, right? So what I can say? Student of one. Okay. Student of one. So what is student of one I will get? Student of one is Harish. Okay. So student details. Again say alert. Is two. Anything you can put, no problem. So again alert. Right. So save this. Student details are Harish, Vinish, and Harish. Okay. The console what will print? Student details are Harish, Vinish, and Kiran. Which is in the. Am I clear? So this is the way that you can access the student or the object details. Object details. Is that clear? Okay. Next. Next we will see array. Array means what? Array is a collection of elements like an array. Array is over for Java people. Array is over. Okay. For you, list. For Python people, it is like list. List of elements. So students, Jack, Jill, Harry, Mary, Carrie. What is this? List of students. Okay. How they are arranged, sir? They are arranged using the index. They are arranged using the index. How the index is arranged, sir? 0, Jack, 1, Jill, 2, Harry, 3, Mary, and 4, Carrie. Right? So 0, 1, who is 0? Students of 0, if I say, who will I get? Students of 0. Student of 2, if I want, if I say, I'll get Harry. So same terminology. You don't have to worry about it. Okay? Now, students means you are getting this. Student 0 means 1 means 2 means Harry. Yes? Okay. So object array, they can hold multiple values. So that is why they are called non-primitive values. Okay, symbol not very much used, but we can understand it. Symbol means what? Symbol of ID. Symbol of ID means that ID, whatever is there, we are making it as a symbol. We are making it as a symbol. So type of experience, you will get symbol. So not very much used. We can ignore this. But how can we get the symbol? We can get the symbol by using symbol. Symbol. So what is type of, say? Type of will give you the type of the data. Now, for example, if I am saying, okay, type of, okay, so what is the type of the student? Okay, so what is the type of the student? So type of the student, what you got in the console? What do you see here? Object. You see the object? Okay, so let me clear all this. What you got? What is the type of student? What is the type of student? Student type NT. It is as simple as that. Now, for example, I am saying I'm giving a list. list of Harish, Vinish, and Kiran. Now, what is this? This is generally for us, it is an array. But for a JavaScript, what it is, we have to check. Now, let me save this. For JavaScript, it is also object. It is also object. It is a collection. Collection is always an object. So you don't see that array symbol anywhere. But definitely for us, for our understanding, it is an array. Yes, array or list of elements. But for JavaScript understanding what it is an object. It is an object. Is that clear? Yes or no? Okay. So in that way, you are looking at the object. So date you already know. So date I told you, right? It is not exactly the object. I mean, it is not exactly the data type, but it is a class kind of thing. Okay, class kind of thing. So where you are using, because date we will be using always. So that is why I just wanted to make it clear. So what is this now? This is okay. So if I want to print today's date, okay, I'll just put an alert. I'll say alert. So I'll use what? Today's date. Today's date is okay. I'll put the dollar symbol. Okay, and I'll put a class. So this is calling the date class. Calling which class? Calling the date class. Now, as I gave you alert, you are getting today's date. Are you getting today's date or not? So Friday, June 14, 12:52 GMT 5:30 Indian Standard Time. So date is going to give you the date. Date is going to give you the date, complete date with the time zone also. Am I clear? So these are all the data types. These are all the so throughout your JavaScript, you are going to work with these data types only. Work with these data types only. Symbol very rarely used, but all the others are used. All the others are used. Some undefined null you directly will not use, but they'll automatically come up. Yes. So did we give anywhere like int, float? We'll never give. But there are data types. There are data types. Understanding my point? So in our next session, we'll talk about operators. Operators also almost same. And we will start with the if logics. Ifs and if possible, we will complete some 2 or 3 examples on if, right? If logic. So you have some other shortcuts also we will see, right? So all those things we will be looking in Monday's class. Okay. Right. So we'll meet again on Monday.